What's going on? I'm Tyler.
And I'm Travis.
This is
Twisted Transcription Studios. Today we're talking about drop tuning. Pretty much anybody that has started playing metal guitar, hard rock guitar, has said, these guys sound pretty dirty. I wonder how they made that come out of a standard tuned guitar. What they do is drop tune. And there's a bunch of different options, and you can go really, really low. We're going to talk about the three most popular today. First one being drop D, which is a D-A-D-G-B-E, coming from the thickest string at the top of the guitar.
I would say it's probably your most standard tuning for rockish, hard rock, and maybe some metal.
A lot of hard rock is in drop D. I mean, it's a good tuning. We used it for years and years and years until we decided that drop C was cooler. It's a little bit happier of a tuning. It is still drop tuned, so you can still do like simple straight bar chords and stuff and make it sound great without having to fret power chords and all sorts of stuff like that. We're just going to give you a little taste here in a minute of what it does sound like. So that was a quick taste of drop D. It still sounds heavy, and it sounds better than I remember it sounding.
Yeah. You heard it in a while.
Yeah, it's been a while since we played any of our own stuff in drop D. Like we spoke earlier, most of our stuff's in drop C now, but D's still fun to play in. It's a little bit higher of a tuning than C. You'll see that in a minute. It also really helps when you have multiple guitars and you can tune them each differently. That way you don't got to worry about sitting there and worrying about popping a string every time you tune up or down.
In my opinion, it's a great tune if you're looking for something that's not so sludgy and just all around heavy.
Yeah.
Still heavy, but it's not overbearing.
Anyway, I want to know, this was coming out of an ESP EC256, which is one of ESP's entry-level guitars. It was one of my first real guitars, I'd say, and it still plays great to this day. Now we're changing guitars and changing tunings. This guitar is a Chapman Ghost Fret. I've been playing it a lot recently. It really plays extremely well. So like we said, we're hitting drop C tuning, which is tuned C, G, C, F, A, D. So just in case y'all wanted to know, and tuned that way. Drop C, like we said a little bit earlier, it's a little bit deeper than drop D, but not quite as deep as some other tunings. I feel like it's a great middle ground between your really, really heavy metal and metal in general.
Give them a taste of it.
Again, another tuning, another guitar. This is a Jackson Dominion. I picked this one up probably a year or so ago thanks to Mark Morton playing his Jackson Dominion. I love them. They're cool looking guitars and it plays very well as well. This one has specifically been in drop A since I bought it, which is the tuning we're going to be talking about. I actually have special gauge strings that are really, really meaty at the top just so you don't get much string flap, because that is a definite issue when you're tuning really, really low. So you're going to need some thicker strings to handle that tension. Drop A was definitely something I never really even anticipated going into, and I don't think we've ever written a song fully in drop A.
I've done a couple breakdowns in drop A.
Yeah, but it's great tuning for really, really heavy stuff. Sometimes it can be hard to make out the actual notes themselves, but it's fun to play in.
Good for the Ugga-Duggas. Like you said, that was drop A.
Right. Very sluggy. To me, like I said, it's hard to make out all the notes you're playing. I prefer to play single string stuff on that. Like I'm on the top string, the A string there, and I stay on that. I don't try and include power chords in drop A because you do lose a lot of that kind of.
I feel like it's specifically made for breakdown. Yeah. Like that's just your breakdown tune.
Or baritone guitars. If you have one of those, drop A would work great, but I don't have any baritone guitars because
That's the 3 tunings we use the most. Drop a comment, let us know what you use.
We hope you've enjoyed this video, maybe learned something, maybe learn a new tuning if you're really fresh to guitars. If you did, or even if you didn't, make sure you like, you subscribe, you smash that bell, and you
drop a comment, like I said.
Yeah.
Find us on social media while you're at it, at Twisted Transcription, and we will see you next time.